Hello everyone, welcome to PWA Sunday Slam. What a fantastic lineup we've got this week. We're not going to make you wait any longer. We're going to get to the ring for our opening match, Tatsumi, Fujinami, and L.A. Park. Let's get to it. Joey Morella, your referee for this opening contest. What a lineup we've got this week, headlined by six-man tag action under tornado tag rules. Should be a very exciting match. We'll get into that a little bit later on. Lockup, Fujinami sends L.A. Park into the ropes. Big knee there by Fujinami. Now, last week we had the Battle of Japan and Mexico with Riki Choshu against Mistico, with Choshu getting the win. We'll see if Fujinami can make it 2 weeks in a row for the Japanese, or if L.A. Park can even this brief series up. Lock up. Into the corner goes L.A. Park. Ooh, a punch there. Going for an inside cradle. Not even a 1 count. Lock up again. Elbow drop. And the guys are springing into action this week. And it very well could be a slobber knocker this week. Suplex and L.A. Park out to the floor. And both men are on the outside. Joey Morella counting them both. They do have a 20 count. And both men are going to get in the ring. No problem. Reversal by L.A. Park. Back body drop. Back suplex. And a back body drop sends L.A. Park out to the floor. And L.A. Park back into the ring. Lock up again. Back suplex by Fujinami. Going to a figure 4 leg lock. Surprisingly, the referee says they are not near the ropes, so they're going to let this one go. Oh, beautiful bridge into a pin. Only a 2 count, though. Back to that inside cradle. And a 2 count again. Into the ropes goes Fujinami. Oh, but he catches L.A. Park with a knee. Rake in the eyes. Fujinami back to the figure 4 leg lock. L.A. Park not going to give it up that easily. What a fantastic lineup. Another inside cradle. Only a 1 count there. Oh, and a DDT by L.A. Park. Oh, but Fujinami catches him with a kick to the back of the head. And Park thrown outside. And both men to the outside again. A reversal there. Going up the entranceway. Fujinami back in the ring. Park gonna get back in the ring as well. Snapmare there by by L.A. Park. And a sleeper. Oh, reverses into a dragon sleeper. L.A. Park not giving it up on that. And a DDT by L.A. Park. Oh, abdominal stretch by Fujinami. Suplex, yes, he got him. An elbow drop by LA Park. Fujinami holding on to the ropes. Elbow drop there by LA Park into the back. And the Dragon Screw Whip by Fujinami. Figure 4 leg lock. Has it on. Nope, will not give in. Fujinami drawing Park in the middle of the ring. There's that kick to the back of the head. Jumping enziguri. Fujinami working on that leg. Could be a matter of time. Figure 4 leg lock. Will not give in. And Fujinami into the corner. Cradle again, but this time they are in the ropes. And there goes Park out to the floor. Fujinami running off to the ropes. Oh, and a dive! Right onto LA Park. And he nailed it perfectly. Back to the Dragon Sleeper. Oh, LA Park's got a chair. And he drops it before he could use it. Back elbow by LA Park. Knocking Fujinami down. Now LA Park misses the big splash. Fujinami on the top rope. Hits the knee to the back. Waist lock. Nope. Back elbow there by LA Park. And Park with a sleeper hold. And referee says they were too close to the ropes. Kind of surprising. I thought they were not near the ropes. Oh, back suplex. Side suplex by LA Park. DDT. Park to the top rope. Hits a jumping leg drop. Oh, and a DDT by LA Park. And he's going for the figure 4. Fujinami is caught in his own move. But he's able to get out of it. Got a pin. And that's it. Fujinami getting the win there with a quick cradle. Gets him his first win here in the PWA. 14:36, the time of the fall. Tatsumi Fujinami getting the win. Well, if you just joined us, we've got quite a lineup this week. Our featured match, Trios Action, but it is under Tornado Tag rules. Bob Backlund, Pedro Morales, and the one and only Andre the Giant to face members of the Heenan family, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, Harley Race, and the Big Cat Ernie Ladd. That is our feature match this week here on PWA Sunday Slam. Also, we've got Hulk Hogan facing superstar Billy Graham in a dream match. Believe me, that is a dream match if I've ever heard of one. But we are going right in the tag team action as we're going to see Jack and Jerry Brisco back here in PWA action after their successful debut many weeks ago. They're going to face members of the Midnight Express of beautiful Bobby Eaton and Sweet Stan Lane. And if you know the Midnight Express are involved, Jim Cornette is not going to be that far behind. You can bet on that. James Beard, the referee, 1 fall, 30-minute time limit. Let's get to the ring.
Fight.
It is Jack Brisco and Bobby Eaton starting things off. Snapmare takedown. The tag team division has been very hot here in the PWA. Got a lot of great tag teams. We're going to see a lot more tag team action in the upcoming weeks. DDT there by Bobby Eaton. Well, drop toe hold there by Jack Brisco. Elbow there by Eaton. You know, you gotta wonder, as Jerry makes the tag to Jack, if the Midnight Express, when the PWA Tag Team Tournament takes place, and if the Midnight Express are in it, which is a very good possibility they could be, you gotta wonder which version of the Midnight Express Cornette's gonna go with. Is he gonna go with Eaton and Condrey, or is he gonna go with Eaton and Lane as Jerry Brisco suplexed to the outside? Cornette trying to get his licks in there. That coward. As Eaton slams Jerry onto the floor. Of course, Cornette doing it right behind his own man. And Jerry, pardon me, gets back into the ring just in time. Lane with a back suplex. Ooh, that was a little bit of a low kick there, ref. James Beard assigned to this contest. Tag back to Jerry. Sidewalk slam there by Bobby Eaton. Lock up. Ooh, and a kick. Uh-oh. We're trading in the stock market of pro wrestling pain. And Eaton, or Lane, pardon me, wins that with a kick. Lane thrown out to the floor, but Eaton was tagged in. He is the legal man. As there is an elbow drop.
Give up.
Can't wait for that tornado tag main event coming up in a little bit. Elbow drop onto the knee. Tag made to Jerry and a tag made to Stan Lane. As all four men are in the ring. Elbow drop by Lane onto Jerry Brisco. Oh, Lane with a reversal. Looked like he was gonna make a tag to Eaton, but decided not to. Snapmare takeover by Jerry Brisco. Into the corner. Tag back to Jack. Step up enziguri by Lane. Snapmare takeover by Jerry Brisco as he drops an elbow, working on the knee. Now, there is a chair in the ring. I wonder who brought that into the ring, Mr. Cornette. Wonder who brought that in. Jerry into the corner. Lane with a beautiful drop kick. Working on the knee and gonna make a tag to Bobby Eaton. Back elbow there. Look at that roundhouse kick by Eaton. You know, actually, and we haven't seen this yet, but I would not be surprised if sometime in the future Cornette has a contract for a trios match with all three members of the Midnight Express, Condrey, Eaton, and Lane. That would be a very interesting match to see. And there's a tag to to Jerry Brisco. And Stan Lane getting out of there. Gonna send Jerry into the corner. Picks him up and gonna tie him up in a tree of woe. And that knocks Jerry down. Drops an elbow into the back. Oh, nice suplex there. Somebody commented on Jim Cornette saying that he is as greasy as gas station cheeseburger. I might have to agree with you. Tag back to Jack. And Lane getting out of there with double kicks. But Jack with a backbreaker. Dropping an elbow on Lane. Boot to the midsection. Jack to the corner, oh, to the ropes, and he gets chopped. Tag made back to Eaton. Scoop, oh, a shoulder breaker by Stan Lane. Eaton picking up Jack Brisco, hits him with a headbutt. Eaton on the top rope, but decides to come off. I wonder why. Maybe he didn't feel too comfortable there. Eaton pulling Jack away from the ropes. And it's a gut-wrench suplex from Jack Brisco. And Brisco gonna make a tag to Jerry. Into the corner goes Eaton. Jerry sends Bobby into the corner. Gets him with a back elbow. And a punch. But a DDT by Eaton, and both men are down. Oh, we're going to be trading again. Let's see who gets this one. It's going to be Jerry that gets it, but he collapses right after that. And a tag to Lane. Elbow into the back there, and Jerry makes a tag back to Jack. Lane to the top rope. Misses on that elbow drop. Look at this. Come on. And Lane with the jumping enziguri taking Jack Brisco down, and then he drops an elbow. Lane into the corner. This is going to be double team action here. Jack. Butterfly suplex from the top rope, and then Jerry dropping an elbow. As we have hit the 15-minute mark in this tag team match, 15 minutes remain. Into the corner goes Jerry. And Lane with that drop kick. Working on the leg of Jerry Brisco. Hooks the leg. And one count only. And now all four men are in the ring. Backslide, but they're going to be too close to the ropes. And I agree with James Beard. Drop toe hold there, and now the Briscoes are all in the ring. Forearm shot, and down goes Stan Lane. Jerry making a tag to Jack, and Lane going to make a tag to Eaton. And all four men are in the ring again. It is Eaton and I believe Jack Brisco are the legal men in the ring. Elbow drop by Jack Brisco. Lock up again. Russian leg sweep. Hooks the leg. And Lane making the save there. As we got all four men in the ring again. And now the Briscoes have the 2-on-1 advantage. Waistlock, no, Eaton with the back elbow. Hits a clothesline. Jack gonna make a tag to Jerry. Lock up, reversal by Eaton. Lock up again, gut wrench suplex by Jerry Brisco. Tag made to Stan Lane. Lane with a DDT. And he's climbing the top rope. Hits a knee drop onto the chest of Jerry Brisco. Russian leg sweep by Jerry. Pulling Lane away from the ropes. Going for the pin. Cornette is on the apron. Damn it, Jim Cornette knew that his man was going to be pinned. And look at this, at the same time, his own man had a potential 3 count, and he messed that up for his own team. James Beard is having a heck of a time. Lane with an elbow drop onto Jerry Brisco. And Jerry thrown outside. Lane goes outside. And now Jack is following him. Eaton is outside as well. We got everybody getting in and out of the ring. Lane with a kick. And he's going to make a tag to Bobby Eaton. And Jerry makes a tag to Jack Brisco and needed it badly. Say what you will about Jim Cornette. He is very smart when his men are in trouble, and he knew his team was in trouble there to distract the referee. Elbow drop by Eaton. Jerry making a save there. Russian leg sweep. Oh, German suplex, but a 1 count. Working on that leg there. Brisco moved out of the way. Jack did. Backslide. And Cornette up on the apron again. Come on. All 4 men in the ring. Double suplex onto Jack Brisco. And Jerry able to get out of that. And Jack gonna make a tag to Jerry Brisco. Double suplex by the Midnights. Jerry into the ropes. Oh! Stan Lane to the top rope. Hits an elbow on the Jerry. Waistlock. No, Jerry with a takedown. We got 5 minutes left in this tag team match. A kick and a forearm. Let's see who's going to get the advantage here. Come on. Another jumping enziguri by Stan Lane. Oh, and a football tackle by Jerry Brisco. These two teams are putting on a clinic here today. Fantastic tag team action. Jerry to the ropes. Waistlock, no. Eaton with a back elbow. Now Eaton with a waistlock. Back suplex with a bridge, but the ref says they're too close to the ropes. And everybody down. Jack dropping an elbow on the corner, or on the Eaton there. Both teams are going to make a tag. Double suplex? Yes. Eaton with those savant-like kicks, going for a pin. He gets him. And the Midnights get another win over the Brisco brothers. It was Stan Lane with those series of karate kicks that gets the win. 27-26, the time of the fall in that one. And the Midnight Express are 2-0 in the tag team division. Eaton is on the winning side of both of those. Alright, well, coming up next, we've got a dream match. This is truly the definition of a dream match. On one side, the one and the only, Hulk Hogan. We have not seen him in the PWA yet, but today he is making his PWA debut. On the other side, we are going to see another man making his PWA debut, a big influence on the life and career of Hulk Hogan, talking about superstar Billy Graham. This is going to be a fantastic match. Mark Curtis assigned to this match. One full 30-minute time limit. Let's get to the ring. Lock up here. Raking the eyes by Hogan. And another rig in the eyes. And there's a punch by Graham. And another one. Hogan with a punch. And another one. And a rig in the eyes again by Billy Graham. Test of strength here. And it's going to be Hogan with the advantage. But Graham with a punch. Graham working on the arm. Graham with a double axe handle. Pulling Hogan away. Now working on the arm again. Hogan trying for a clothesline. Could not hit it. Scoop and a slam by Hogan. Here's a boot to the midsection. Side headlock. When this match is over, coming up next, our featured match, the Tornado 6-man tag. Gonna be a fantastic match, I do believe. Scoop and a slam. Hogan dropping the elbow. Into the ropes. Hogan with a shoulder block, and down goes Billy Graham. Hogan with a side headlock. Really grinding it in. There's a boot to the midsection. Another rig in the eyes by Hogan. And a bear hug on the superstar Billy Graham. And he lets go. Graham not giving up. And they're going to be trading punches again. And down goes Graham. Hogan pulling Graham away from the ropes. Drops the elbow. Hogan, no, Graham with a reversal. Lock up. Double axe handle by Billy Graham. Now Hogan, suplex. Oh, a brainbuster. Brainbuster by Hulk Hogan. How about that? And now Billy Graham with a side headlock. Scoop and a slam by Billy Graham. Into the ropes. And a knee by Hogan. And a clothesline. Down goes Billy Graham. And Graham with a body slam onto Hogan. Into the ropes. Hogan stops. Into the ropes Hogan goes. He gets a boot in the midsection. Working on the arm there. Knee to the midsection there. Off to the ropes. Both men go. Shoulder block. Graham to the ropes. Drop down by Hogan. And Graham stops himself again. Oh, a bear hug by Billy Graham onto Hogan, but the ref says they were too close to the ropes. Hogan into the rope, or into the corner. Hogan, suplex? No, Graham with a suplex of his own. Pulling Hogan away. Kick to the leg. Hogan with series of punches and takes Billy Graham down. There's a kick into the thigh. There's a right hand. Forearm shot and Hogan goes down. Graham into the ropes. And there's a big boot. Hogan off to the ropes. Hits the leg drop. But it doesn't affect Billy Graham at all. Graham with a clothesline. An elbow by Hogan. He might be hulking up here. Nope, Graham stops that. Oh, right into the ropes. Side headlock by Billy Graham. Hogan, pile driver. Pulling up Billy Graham. Into the ropes. Hogan with a running high knee. Graham using his weight there. Oh, 1-2 slap combo by Graham. A knee to the midsection. Hogan with a shoulder block. Hogan going for a pile driver again. He gets it. Graham into the corner. Now Hogan into the corner. And Graham going to put Hogan in the tree of woe. Couple of boots there. Hogan with a pile driver again. Rake in the eyes by Hogan. Twisting the arm. Hogan sent to the ropes. Oh, spine buster by Billy Graham. And Hogan with a double axe handle. Lock up. And both men are going to be trading punches again. Hogan with a big boot. Dragging Graham away from the ropes. Back suplex by Billy Graham. And Graham with oh my, he threw him on that one. Thought he was going to go for an atomic drop, but did not do that. Oh, a clothesline by Billy Graham sends Hogan flipping over. Hogan to the ropes. And Graham dropping Hogan face first. Back elbow by Hogan as we have hit the 15-minute mark. 15 minutes remaining in this contest. Hogan thrown out to the floor. Hogan rolls back into the ring. Graham to the ropes. Oh, but he catches Hogan with the knee. And Graham with a pose. Now Billy Graham to the top rope. Hits a back elbow. Hogan, pile driver again. A lockup, scoop, running power slam. Hogan to the ropes, clothesline. And a rake in the eyes by Hogan. Both men into the ropes, and both are out of it. Hogan with a double axe handle. Waistlock, no. Graham goes down again. Bear hug. But they're too close to the rope, says Mark Curtis. And down goes Hogan again. And there's a bear hug in the middle of the ring. Hogan not giving in. Hogan to the rope. Another, oh, spine buster by Billy Graham. Graham working on the arm of Hulk Hogan. Hogan not going to give it up. Hogan with a kick into the thigh and an elbow drop. Hogan off to the ropes. Graham catches him with a kick. Here comes Graham. Drops a punch. Now Hogan going to work on the arm of Billy Graham. Hogan go for a pile driver again. He gets him. Graham into the corner. And now Graham, airplane spin. And that took a lot out of Billy Graham there. But not enough to get a suplex. Hogan with a Russian leg sweep. He's going to the ropes. Hits a leg drop. But Billy Graham pops right back up. And now Graham to the ropes. He hits a punch. Both men are going at it. Oh, and a clothesline by Graham. And a boot by Hogan, and both men are down. But both men get back up again. Off to the ropes. A boot blocked. Graham to the ropes. There's the big boot. Hogan leg drop. But Graham back up again. Hogan with another boot. Hogan with another leg drop. And Graham is not getting up. Oh, he almost had him. He almost had him. And Graham with a sidewalk slam. Both men to the ropes. Hogan with a shoulder block. Hogan to the ropes again. Drops the leg. Going for the pin. And Graham again kicking out. 2 leg drops that Graham was able to kick out of. And now Graham stretching Hogan. Hogan not giving up there. Swinging neck breaker by superstar Billy Graham. A punch to the midsection. And that punch knocks Hogan down. Series of punches by Hogan. And Graham is down. We have 5 minutes left in this match. And Hogan thrown to the outside again. Hogan sends Graham to the corner. Series of punches by Graham, and down goes Hogan. Hogan with a punch of his own. There's a bear hug. And Hogan gets the win with a bear hug. He forces Billy Graham to submit to his own move, the bear hug. Hulk Hogan gets the win, 25-44, the time of the fall. Hulk Hogan with a win, a huge win over superstar Billy Graham. Alright, well, coming up next, I don't know if the arena is ready for what they are about to witness. Our first ever tornado tag match. All 6 men are going to be in the ring at the same time. There's going to be no countouts, no disqualification. Anything goes. We will have a winner in this match. And let's look at the teams one more time. It is Bob Backlund, along with Pedro Morales, and to round out the team, the 8th wonder of the world, Andre the Giant, are going to face members of the Heenan family, comprised of Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, Harley Race, and the Big Cat, Ernie Ladd, and Bobby Heenan is going to be in the corner in this match. It is 1 fall, 45-minute time limit. The DQ, count out, they're off. We're going to see a wild one. Red shoes assigned to this contest. Let's go to the ring for our featured match. And here we go. Everybody in there at the same time. Andre with Paul Orndorff at the moment. Oh, Harley trying to suplex Andre. Forget about it. That's not going to happen. Oh, what a chop by Andre. Oh, look at Ernie Ladd grabbing Andre like that. Holy cow. And race to the outside. Double clothesline knocking the big guy down. And Heenan throwing a chair in. Now normally that would be against PWA rules, but since this is a tornado tag, the rules are a little bit light here. Oh, and Orndorff slams Andre. Slams him with ease. This is going to be so hard to call. An elbow drop by Andre onto Harley Race. I think there was a low blow. I couldn't tell. Race with a suplex. I think the ref was just told, take it easy. All you're there for is to make the count of the 1, 2, 3 or the submission. I would truly be surprised if this goes the full time limit. And Andre going to work on the midsection of Harley Race. Back suplex by Andre. Backlund with a pin, but Race is there to break it up. We saw Andre several weeks ago beating Big Van Vader. He made that kind of relatively easy, I would say, on that occasion. There's another chair in there. Boy, there's no telling who's really winning this one. It's just go as it goes. And Heenan giving some words to the referee. Double axe handle by Orndorff onto Backlund. Andre there to stop whatever Harley was going to do to Pedro. We got a Boston Crab by Morales and Harley Race, but Race is able to get out of it. Morales with a reversal. If this match ends early, we do have standby matches just in case. And Morales with a chair to the midsection of Harley Race. Orndorff with an elbow drop on the Bob Backlund. Oh, a low blow on the Andre the Giant. You could be 7'4", but a low blow will affect even the biggest of men. Andre, backbreaker onto Harley Race. Andre to the ropes. Stopped by Ernie Ladd. Harley with a pin on Backlund, only a 2 count. Powerbomb. Race to the ropes, drops a knee on the Backlund there. And Ernie led to the outside, and he gets right back in. And Backlund almost pinned on that. Referee Red Shoes is just letting all 6 of them go at it. Let them settle their differences here in the ring. Orndorff hits an elbow. There are just bodies all over the place. Ernie Ladd choking on Backlund, or Morales, but Backlund with a surfboard, bow and arrow on the Orndorff. This is insanity at its best. An abdominal stretch by Ernie Ladd onto a prone Andre the Giant. Backlund with a pin, but the referee tied up in that submission attempt, which is the right call. And now we got 2 submissions and Bobby Heenan involved. Could have cost his team the match there. Harley with a body slam. Backlund with a butterfly suplex. Forearm there by Andre. Race with a pile driver on the Backlund. There's a boot, couple of boots by Ernie Ladd. Orndorff with a DDT on a Morales. Pile driver by Mr. Wonderful. Ernie Ladd has a pin, and that's gonna get it. The Heenan family wins this tornado tag match. .14:44, the time of the fall. Ernie Ladd pinning Bob Backlund to get the win for the Heenan family in this tornado tag. Alright, now before we get to the first of our 2 bonus matches, let's talk about what we have in store next week. Because next week, this is a big week, next week. Featured match, a non-title match, Bret Hart and CM Punk. This is going to be Bret Hart's first appearance since winning the PWA World title 2 weeks ago. So we're going to see Bret, and he's going to face CM Punk, who won a battle royal to basically earn the right to this opportunity. Also next week, we're going to have a technical wrestling match, Billy Robinson against Carl Gotch. A 6-man tag team match. The Fabulous Kangaroos are back, but they're facing a dream team of sorts. Hiroshi Tanahashi, John Cena, and Bryan Danielson. Holy cow, the booking committee may be going a little crazy here. Also, women's action. Mildred Burke going to face Chigusa Nagayo. Plus, an announcement will be made next week. It is a big announcement that will be made. You do not want to miss it. Well, we do have time right now for at least 1 bonus match. Depending on how this goes, we may have time for a second bonus match. And we're going to get some women's action here, as it will be Lioness Asuka going to be facing Aja Kong in this next match. Aja Kong has been on a roll so far here in the women's division of the PWA. We'll see if she will be able to keep that momentum going as she faces Lioness Asuka. And then, like, if we have time, we do have another standby match ready to go. Tiger Hattori, the referee, signed to this contest. Let's get to the ring.
Fight!
Kick there by Asuka. I know everyone is excited for next week. Bret Hart and CM Punk, plus a major announcement, will be made next week. I'm sure the fans of the PWA are going to be ready, excited, and surprised, I think, from what I have heard, for next week's announcement. Asuka with a forearm on Aja Kong. Aja going to work there. What a wild episode this has been this week. Some really good matches. And I do believe we have not seen the end of that rivalry with the Heenan family and that trio of Backlund, Morales, and Andre the Giant. I do not believe that is over. But when you mess with one member of the Heenan family, you're dealing with the entire Heenan family. So I would not be surprised to see Nick Bockwinkel sometime get involved into this. Lock up, Aja Kong into the ropes, and a chop there by Asuka as she works on the arm of Aja Kong. Takes her down. Wrestling there, riding her a little bit, but Kong able to reverse it. Off to the ropes. Oh, and Aja Kong using her body on Asuka. Wait, her side headlock. Aja Kong pushing her off. Double axe handle by Aja Kong. Oh, Asuka reverses it into an armbar. Snapmare takeover. Oh, and a kick to the back. And Aja Kong just throwing down Lioness Asuka. Clothesline by Aja Kong. Headbutt to the back of the head. Uh-oh. Trading again. And that chop knocks Asuka down. Waistlock. No! Asuka reverses it into an armbar. But Tiger Hattori gonna say, gotta break it up. You're in the ropes. Another forearm shot there. Here's a cravat. And Aja Kong forced to give it up, or let go there with that punch. Into the corner goes Aja Kong. No, try to pile driver, but Aja reversing it. Now she's setting up for something. Maybe that back fist. Side headlock. Pushing off Asuka. Suplex by Aja Kong. And a chop. And there's that spinning back fist by Aja Kong. Almost gets her. That would have been a quick one. Asuka now, no. Aja Kong gets her off again. Kong just too powerful right now for Linus Asuka. Suplex, and Asuka out to the floor.
1, 2, 3.
And Asuka back into the ring at 3. Snapmare takeover. Kick to the back. Headbutt. And there's a spinning back fist. Again by Aja Kong. Almost got her again. Nearly another 3 count. Forearm there by Asuka. Back to the cravat. A punch to the midsection. Ooh, and a boot there. Kong sending her up here. But Asuka with a back suplex. Maybe one more back fist by Aja Kong and this one could be over. Oh, Asuka looked like a kind of a modified diamond cutter there. Ace cutter. What a chop by Aja Kong. Suplex. Delayed suplex. And down goes Aja Kong. Series of forearms. Oh, and an uppercut there. Into the ropes. Ducks the clothesline. And another ace cutter by Aja Kong, or by Linus Asuka, pardon me. Elbow into the back. Back suplex. And Asuka got the sharpshooter on Aja Kong. And Kong's gonna power out of that. Oh! Beautiful suplex. Almost gets Aja Kong with that. Kong, brainbuster suplex. And that may be it.
1, 2.
No, a kick out. Look at that. Back to that cravat. Ref says too close to the ropes, and we are at the 15-minute mark. Asuka almost got Kong again. Oh, look at that. Asuka throwing Kong off the ropes there. Dropping an elbow. Got her again. Oh, you'd think that'd have been it, but it is not. Asuka with a roundhouse kick. Kong into the ropes. Kong powerbomb. And she may have powerbombed her to the end of the match. Knocks her out with that devastating powerbomb. "17 minutes even. The time of the fall, and Aja Kong remains undefeated in PWA action." Well, guess what, folks? We got time for another match. We got one more standby match. It's going to be trios action, but this time it's not going to be tornado tag. You're going to have to be tagged in for this one. It is a special Lucha Libre trios match as we're going to see Lizmark teaming up with Blue Panther and to round out this trio, El Hijo del Santo. We saw his father El Santo many weeks ago. Now we're going to see his son, El Hijo del Santo. And they're going to take on members of the Villano family, as it is Villano 3, Villano 4, and Villano 5. So that's going to be our other standby match. One full 30-minute. Tommy Young, your referee. Let's go to the ring. And it will be Lizmark and Villano 3 starting it off. Snapmare takeover by Villano 3. We've seen the Villanos before, except for Villano 5. 5 is making his debut here this week. Lock up. Nice arm drag there by Villano 3. Villano 2 got a huge win not that long ago over Jushin Thunder Liger, which I would think is still considered an upset. Lizmark with a headlock there. Blocked suplex. Lizmark with a suplex of his own. And gonna make a tag to Blue Panther and the tag to Villano 5. 5 off to the ropes. Baseball slide there. Off to the ropes. Both men go. Ducks the clothesline. Test of strength. Blue Panther gonna get advantage. But that is broken up. Drop toe hold there by Blue Panther. Arm drag. Now working on the neck area. And a chop by Blue Panther. Blue Panther decided today to wear his mask. He has been known over the last several years not to wear his mask, but decided to wear the mask this week, and the PWA allowed it. There's a tag to El Hijo del Santo, and a tag to Villano 4, and Santo bringing 5 back into the ring. No idea why that. And 4 going to work on the shoulder of El Hijo del Santo. And Santo gonna win that one with a chop. Figure 4 leg lock. Too early to get that one. Forearm there. Santo grabbing number 4. Here comes Santo off the ropes. Stops himself. Headbutt there by El Hijo del Santo. And a tag to number 3. Backbreaker. Hooks the leg. Not even a 1 count. Scoop and a slam by Villano 3. Elbow drop. And a swinging neckbreaker by El Hijo del Santo. Gonna make a tag back to Lizmark. There's a backbreaker by Blue Panther. Waist lock, no. Oh, got him in an armbar, but they were too close to the ropes for that. Off to the ropes goes Villano 3. Leapfrog by Lismark and a hip toss. Nice arm drag there, and there's a tag to Villano 4. Snapmare takeover. What another great week of PWA action. We told you about next week. Bret Hart, CM Punk, non-title match. Our feature next week is a military press slam by Lismark. And of course, a major announcement will be made next week. You will want to tune in to hear what that announcement is. Villano 5 tagged in and he's caught in trouble with Lismark. And Lismark wins that battle. And a tag to Blue Panther. Look at this submission. But referee Tommy Young said they were in the ropes. Off to the ropes goes Villano 5. Back body drop. Got him in a submission move.
Give up. Give up.
And Villano 5 gets out of it. Tag to Villano 3. Into the ropes. Oh, baseball slide by Villano 3. Panther into the ropes. Nice arm drag by Villano 3. Drops the elbow. Surfboard. Got him in his corner, but the ref said they were too close to the ropes. Nice work on the arm there. And Blue Panther going to work on that arm again. We got one fan thinking that Bret Hart will beat CM Punk next week in our featured match. We will have to wait and see how that will go. Belly-to-belly suplex by Lismark. Texas Cloverleaf on Villano 4. And 4 not going to give it up. Lock up again. Powerbomb by Lismark. Now Lismark to the top rope. Cross body block. Almost gets him. 4 needs to make a tag and quickly or else he is in trouble. And there's a tag to Villano 5. Now Lismark catches him with a power bomb. Lismark to the top rope. Cross body block again. But they're too close to the ropes. Tag back to Blue Panther. In the ropes. Catches him with a running knee. Waist lock. Victory roll. But they're in the ropes. Into the ropes, both men go. Clothesline by Blue Panther. Got a submission hold right in the middle of the ring. And Villano 5 not gonna give it up. We've hit the 15-minute mark. 15 minutes remaining in this match. Off to the ropes, both men go. Shoulder block by Villano 3. There's a drop kick, but miss. To the ropes, drops an elbow. Tag to El Hijo del Santo. Oh, but he got caught in a power bomb. Drops the elbow. Got him in a front face lock, dropping that elbow there. Scoop and a slam. Oh, divorce cord on the arm. 3 to the rope. Now both men to the ropes this time. Nothing happens there. Got him in an arm bar. And Del Santo able to get out of it. Back to 4 or 5. No, 4. Pardon me. Got him in a cradle pin, but ref says too close to the ropes. And the tag made back to Lismark. Oh, nice series of moves there. Back to number 3. Hurricane Rana by Lismark. Surfboard. Got him in the middle of the ring.
Give up. Give up. Give up.
No, not going to give in on that. Now Villano 3. Trying to make Lismark give up, but that will not happen. And a suplex. Kicks him away. Texas Cloverleaf.
Give up. Give up.
He may have him.
Give up.
Not going to give in. The tag made back to 4. Another series of shoulder blocks. And Lismark going to make a tag back to Blue Panther. Waistlock, no. 4 gets him in an elbow.
Give up.
Stretching the arms there.
Give up.
Oh, but a kick will always get you out of that. Inside cradle by Blue Panther. Almost got him. Off to the ropes goes Blue Panther. But Blue Panther catches Villano 4 with a knee. Uh-oh. This is a submission move. The only way he could get out is if he says he gives up. No, but he's able to somehow break out of it. An attack to Villano 5. Divorce cord on the arm there. Surfboard on Blue Panther.
Give up.
That's broken up. Off to the ropes, both men go. Look at that. Tilt-a-whirl Hurricane Rana by Villano 5. And only a 2 count. And a submission move by Blue Panther. And Villano 5 not going to give in. And both men are going to make tags. It is Lismark and Villano 3 in there now. All these men have got to be tired. Texas Cloverleaf. And he gives in. The Texas Cloverleaf gets the job done, and it is the team of Lismark, Blue Panther, and El Hijo del Santo getting the win. 24 minutes, 12 seconds, the time of the fall on this match. Well, that is going to do it for another episode of PWA Sunday Slam. What a fantastic week of action. Next week, remember, non-title match. CM Punk and Bret Hart one-on-one, plus the major announcement that is going to be made next week. You do not want to miss that. Plus a whole host of other matches. We'll run them down the card real quick again. Billy Robinson and Carl Gotch one-on-one. A 6-man tag team match. The Fabulous Kangaroos against a dream team of Hiroshi Tanahashi, John Cena, and Brian Danielson, and Mildred Burke going against Chigusa Nagayo. That is next week on PWA Sunday Slam. Hope you all had fun this week. Hope you'll come back next week for another episode of PWA Sunday Slam. I'm Bill, and I'll talk to you all next week.